Okay, so we're visiting the White House today. I walked from the hotel and it was not hard to walk to it. I think DC is a very walkable city, but it is a little strange coming in. I don't remember the last time I went to DC. It was a long time ago. We didn't get to see the White House, but there's like a lot of I don't know if it's barricades the right word, but like gates and fences about getting to the White House. I have Zena with me. They are dog friendly. I think nothing screams America more than being dog friendly. So the White House on the outskirts and to get close to it is dog friendly. As long as they're on a leash and you pick up after your pet. Behind me you'll see is the White House. Around the White House though, it's not always the easiest to get in. I think you'll be able to see behind me if I go to this side, but there's security fences all over and barricade walls, and there's limited entrances to be able to see the White House, and it is probably a security measure, but just very strange. I don't know why I thought you'd be able to just walk up to it, but you definitely can't just walk up to the White House. You have to go through the security gates. Mind you, none of the security gates had metal detectors or anything like that, but I did see cameras, I believe. I'll try to get more footage of them on the outside, but let's go ahead and walk up to the White House, Zena. We'll show y'all what we're seeing. So this is as close as they're letting people get to the White House. If I get closer, you'll see there's fences. They have security, as well as a lot of fences. You can't just get in. So I did want to just point out, it was a walking tour, all self-guided. I was able to see the White House from afar. And I will say, if you're going to the White House, be very prepared for just so many different types of people to be there. Some people that currently love what's going on in America, some that don't love what's going on in America. And I think it's important that if you do go, just remain respectful at all times, because I think it could get pop off really fast if you're there, if people aren't being respectful. So just be really mindful of your surroundings as well. If you see anything suspicious, get away from there. If something's happening that you don't like, move away from there. Just really be respectful of what's happening there, and know that everyone is there to just kind of have their own experience. Some people will be there protesting, which you're allowed to peaceful protest, and others will just be there admiring. So whatever it is that you're doing there, just enjoy your tour of the White House, and I hope you have a safe time there. So that's the White House. I'm not doing any like inside tour. I don't even know if they still do those, but it is a little tricky to get out of here because, like I said, they block off like entrances and they have it surrounded by like a fence. So now I'm on a mission to get out. So you can ride bikes to the White House. It's important to note when you put the White House in your GPS, like on Apple Maps, it's gonna take you like to like that actual White House. You're gonna need to want to get to the entrances to the White House. If you do end up getting to the White House, there's usually a security out there that will then be able to navigate you to the entrances. I believe it's off H Street. Yes, that's correct. Let me show you guys. So this is one of the entrances off H Street. All right, I'm gonna use this time to go ahead and push for safety. I walked around DC by myself with my dog and I felt completely fine. I think even if I wasn't with my dog and walked by myself, I would be fine, but this is also during the day. I think this was around maybe like noon or 2 p.m. So daytime, the sun was out, there was a lot of people out, there was security everywhere. And so if you're gonna travel to DC, definitely just stay safe, wear good walking shoes, keep water on you, make sure you have an extra battery pack or that your phone is fully charged. All of those things can really come a long way when you're traveling like by yourself to a city that you're really not from. And I think, definitely staying vigilant is something that you should do, whether you're by yourself, whether you're a female traveler, whether, it's your first time in the city or not. Definitely just always staying on your P's and Q's to make sure that you're staying safe and that your trip is going to be a great one. Okay, so it's not too difficult to navigate this walk from the White House over to like the other historical buildings. It's just a lot of like figuring out like, am I allowed in here? And Zena just wants to sniff everything. Come on, Zena. So there's a lot of like, you'll see like restricted area signs, barricades. I think this is all just security purposes. Like I said, I don't know if it's always been like this and I just didn't realize it. But yeah, just a little odd to navigate if you're a tourist. So just give yourself time to try to figure out where you're supposed to be going. I have been asked twice for directions. I think I look like a DC native. One was someone who was a tourist who was asking me what all buildings to see, and the three that he was going to, I'm like, I'm going to those too, so I don't know anything else. He asked me about the museums. And I let him know that I think there's been like talks of shutting some of them down. I think the Smithsonian is going through it under this new presidency. But I let him know the Holocaust Museum is a really great one to see. I have seen that one before, the last time I came to DC, and it was so impactful. The rest, or the other two that asked me for directions, they were asking how to get to the White House. And I let them know to go down H Street, which is the same thing I was told, and I was able to get as close as possible to the White House. So if you are a tourist and you're coming, I'll try to drop in the description like where all you can get to walking distance, as well as what tours or museums you should visit. But like I told them, I'm not a DC native, I'm just visiting. I'm going based off of my own research that I did as well. I'm like, let me stop and gather myself. I am obviously very sweaty. It is, I think, like gonna get to 90 degrees today. This is just supposed to be like a fun walk, but it's been like 20 minutes of walking to like each different location from the hotel here. Zena is being the best girl about it. So like I said, I started at my hotel, the Westin, and walked to the White House. Now I'm about to go to the monument. We got to see the Capitol on the walk from the White House over to the monument, which is exciting. And it's been a span of like 2 to 3 hours. So it's been a long walk. I think if you're one of those people that likes to tour a city and walk around the whole city, then you can definitely do this. They also have like those hop on, hop off bus tours. I think that's a great option if you're coming to DC and you don't want to walk around. Maybe you're not able to walk around, do one of the bus tours. They seem great. But if you are someone who likes to walk around, definitely come in your walking shoes and get your gear together because it's super hot right now and it is quite a bit of a walk. We just got to the World War II Memorial. Come on, Zena. We're like walking back home. We were already walking back to the hotel and I'm like, oh wait, we're walking past it. We might as well stop and see it. We're both pretty exhausted. But it's right along the walk from the White House to the monument. So it's like, might as well see it. And it looks so beautiful. It's the cutest thing. Lots of like really nice seating in this area if you ever need a chance to rest while doing the long walk. Definitely suggest stopping here. Like I said, stairs. I'm not sure if it's like the most accessible. Just be mindful of the stairs if you do decide to walk around. Okay, so what I've noticed while walking here is they have signs along like the buildings and on the street, and they call it the extra mile. So if you have a chance, check those out. Let me show you a few. Alright, so we're wrapping up our tour. We're gonna head back home. Thank you all for watching. I hope it was a little helpful if you do decide to come to DC. I'm in DC with my dog, and I will say it's a super like dog-friendly city. We're having a really great time. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.